Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Mr. Siswandi, let me introduce myself. My name is Tiara Agustina. I'm from class 4B in English Education Department with Suskaria University. In this occasion, I want to explain about the values of language communication in Islam. So, let's get started. Okay, for the first, I want to explain about kind of Islamic values. According to Faizi, that the Islamic value system is immutable and does not accept any change with time simply because Allah is immutable and the universe is working under permanent law and principle given by Allah. He divided value in Islam in several kinds, namely moral, social, political, civil, and economical value. In this research, it was only taken some that was relevant to the topic. The information on each relevant value is discussed below in more detail as explanation below. Okay, for the first is social value. Social value cannot be separated by human relationship among others. It is mentioned in Islam that all values affecting humans should be based on the concept that is found in Quran that each human being is endowed by Allah with high potential for doing good to himself and to his society, and his personality must be respected. In Quran Surah Al-Hujarat, verse 13, Allah stated that I divided mankind into tribes and nations for the facility of intercourse. Here's the full verse. O mankind, we have created you from male and female, and have made you nation and tribes, that you may know one another. The noblest of you in the sight of Allah is he who bears in conduct. Allah is greatest knower. Quran Surah Al-Hujarat, verse 13. The statement from Allah above was then become stronger by the saying of our Prophet Muhammad as in the following. Muslims are all brothers and are all equal. None of them can claim any privilege or any superiority over any others. In social values mentioned above state that in Islam family was considered as a basic unit of human society and the foundation of family was laid through marriage. The relationship between children, wife and husband should be everlasting and strong. Okay, the next is number 2, moral values. Islam had given some universal fundamental rights for human beings as a whole, which were to be respected and observed under all types of circumstance. To get those rights, Islam provides are very effective moral ways. So whatever leads to the welfare of the man or the society was morally good in Islam, and whatever was injurious morally worse. Islam had given us so much importance to the love of Allah, a love of individual that it warned again and again of formalism. We recite in the Quran. Actually, it is not right to know this, that you turn our face toward east or west, but it is right to know this is to believe in Allah and the day of judgment and the holy books and the angel and the messenger out of love for him, for our parents, for the wayfarer, for the needy, for death us, and for the freeing of captives to be steadfast in their prayers, and they practice regular enduring charity, and to be firm and patient in pain or suffering throughout all periods of pains. Such are the people of the God conscious and the truth. Quran Surah Al-Baqarah verse 177. So by setting the Allah pleasures as the objective of Muslim life, Islam has furnished us the highest possible standard of moral virtues that was bound to provide limitless ways for moral evolution of human beings. True belief in Allah Almighty and the day of judgment furnishes a force which enable a person to adopt the perfect moral character. Islam does not do this work through a false sense of innovation and originality. Okay, next is number 3, economical values. The dictionary meaning of word economical is careful is using money, time, and anything. In this context, the case was not money, but the carefulness in this case was the economical of using words, since the point of discussion was language. In psycholinguistic point of view, that human language was processed in brain, and human must be very economical in using and choosing the word that he or she want to utter, since what we're saying was directed to somebody called listeners, and the listener was the one who had feeling of understanding the words we produce. So just say the good things, do not produce the bad ones, the ones that cause problem by our utterance. In Indonesian, we often heard the expression berkatalah yang baik-baik atau diam saja. It means that we need to say only the right thing and not to say the meaningless utterances. We need to think over the words, over the first word we are going to produce, not say whatever we want to say. Okay, the last is number 4, religious values. A man must be able to fulfill his mission toward his duties as the Caliph of Allah in this world. For enabling a man to do this in Islam seeks the individual to discipline truth, the offering of prayers to Allah Mighty, five times a day. Truth, the observance of fast for 1 month in a year. Through the giving of zakat or alms, giving for the welfare of the poor. Through undertaking pilgrimage to the Kaaba at least once during his lifetime, and through readiness to undertake jihad in this cause of Allah. In the Holy Quran, Allah has referred the Muslim as the best community among mankind, and Islam seeks to build up the Muslim as the model for the whole humanity. The first and foremost religious duty in man is to offer prayer 5 times a day. Islam has given a great stress on it. In Quran, we recite establish worship at the time of going down of the sun until the dark of night, and the recitation of the Quran at dawn is ever witnessed, and some part of the nights also awake for it. Largest for them, it may be Allah will raise them to praise instead. Quran Surah Al-Bani, Israel, verse 79. By understanding the religious value that the regularity of Islam could be seen in the process of doing some obligation a Muslim must do, like doing prayer 5 times a day and night, fasting every Ramadan month, giving zakat, especially sharing with the poor, and also undertaking pilgrimage to the Kaaba at least once during his lifetime. By having that point that must be done by a Muslim, it was shown the regularity process that could be found in human language production and comprehension. In production of language, for example, it could be pointed out some regularities that was shown in the process of producing sound become words, then the combination of word become phrases and anything. Okay, I think this is my explanation about the values of language communication in Islam. I'm sorry if I have many trouble in this video. My name is Tiara Agustina. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.